Hi everybody, my name is Lee Beattie. I'm with LeeBeattie.com and founder and CEO of ShareBeat Marketing. I just wanted to do a quick video for you to kind of give you a little bit of face-to-face, just kind of let you know who I am as a person, and kind of introduce you to some of the unique features and kind of just explain to you who I am so you kind of get an idea of who you're talking to, not just seeing screenshots of me going through some of the trainings that I go through and some of these products that I actually recommend. A lot of reason why I'm doing this is to really show those of you who are maybe not so, maybe you just don't understand all the ways that you can actually use YouTube and be able to shoot videos just like this. I mean, obviously, I'm doing this video right now with the screen capture feature within YouTube, which allows you to do videos just like this. And This is just one of the ways that I actually use trainings, and I like to effectively communicate to those who are interested in making money online, maybe with internet marketing, whether it be branding, logo creation, article marketing, affiliate marketing, you name it, network marketing, and actually one of my two of my more favorite outlets is mobile marketing and social media marketing, and obviously YouTube is a huge factor with regard to the social media aspects of just being able to shoot videos and be able to convey your message, because obviously those of you who are looking to know who is this guy that's behind maybe ShareBeat, or who's this guy that you're seeing in all these other capacities. Well, this is me, and these are a lot of times I don't get behind and really introduce myself, and a lot of that is no particular reason at all. I just like to give a lot of good information, and a lot of times people just don't know who I am, and when you see the little guy on the left hand box over here, that you probably don't know who that guy is, and as you guys probably well know, that I will recommend products to you from time to time, and these are products that I actually use and we use at ShareBeat within our business. And also, I'm really big into trying to give you really effective learning tips for a lot of the different aspects that I actually use within my business. A lot of times, I have not put out products, and really, this is kind of just an introduction to kind of let you know, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to actually be giving a face-to-face, and what I'm actually starting right now is a weekend review series. And what this is to really give you an outlet to see my face, for me to effectively communicate to you, and really start giving you some tips. I've been contacted by several people who they just don't know who I am, and they're not. I haven't made it to a lot of these conferences, and maybe you've read a book or two of mine. Again, I have many different interests that I have a passion about, and obviously video marketing, and that's what this is. It's actually me shooting a video for you, and this is a form of video marketing. This is trying to educate those who maybe just don't know how to effectively use YouTube, and how to make sure. This is my way of wanting to make sure that I give you just a little bit of that training. Right now, within YouTube, as any of you have ever uploaded a video, you'll know that you can actually use YouTube to actually do a screen capture like we're doing right now, like I'm doing right now, to convey my message to you. And actually, like I said, every week I'm going to do one of these, and probably, you know, uh, more frequent than that. But I want to just set this up on a weekly basis where I can actually do a communication and just kind of just talk to you guys and just kind of let you know what's going on, because again, a lot of things that I like to do are social media driven. As those of you know the club veteran stuff, you'll know that I'm really big into using the big 5 BKM, which is and YouTube is actually one of the big 5 BKM, and that's to convey my message, and I like to do it in 5 minute spurts. That's why I keep looking down, because right now, I normally do this a little differently with a teleprompter, but I'm kind of got the little sticky notes right there, and just kind of going through the bullet points. This video typically will be you know, 5 minutes in length. If any of those, anybody who has heard any of my podcasts, you guys know that, you know, on podcast.shareby.com, you know, I do an introduction, but then everything I do, I like to do it at 5 minute intervals. I like to just give everybody just a little bit of uh, food for thought, and you know, this video is no different. Okay, really, for those of you who stay with me this long, I just want to welcome you, thank you, and I just want to say thanks a lot for taking the time and you know, having the interest in, you know, maybe learning from some of the tips that I'm providing for you, or maybe you're seeing some of these actual softwares and these themes and these plugins and some of these other things that will help your business. Just know that, you know, I will only do recommendations for things that I personally buy myself. Okay, so again, a lot of what I'm doing here is just kind of do a real quick review of the week, and I'll go ahead and get to that. So now that we got the preliminary out of the way, you can kind of know what happened. So for me, started the week actually. I traveled abroad. I'm here in Taiwan, which is, for those of you, this is it's just right below China. I'm out here actually doing work as a support engineer for a very large corporation and companies who are in need of help on a decommissioning project. Uh, I also run a marketing business, as I pointed out before with ShareBee. But this week I'm out here in a different capacity. It's kind of actually tapping into some of my what I call working resources, some of the things that I used to do on a day-to-day and week-to-week and month-to-month basis when I entered the corporate world. And again, this is kind of no different. But today I just want to use it as a training platform. So, you know, I was over here in Taiwan, and this week I did several reviews. Actually, one was Daniel Liu's program, which is the online PR submitter. It's an outstanding press release submitter software that I highly recommend for those of you, especially who are not using press releases to drive in backlinks and, you know, establish your branding, things like that. Outstanding program. And you know, I did, you know, just a quick video on that. Before that, I did the traffic player, and for those of you who've seen any of our other videos that I used the various skins, I did a pretty in-depth review for that, and that was Mark DeLeese who actually put that together. It's an outstanding traffic player. I mean, like, it's a video player uh, that it really just it'll differentiate you from the pack with regard to how your video looks and things like that. And then you know, I actually finished up an actual book, which is How to Happiness Tips. It's something that it was very personal to me because I actually used what's in that very book, and I kept it short enough to where it's a quick read, but it gives everyone an opportunity to kind of make use of some of these very powerful tips that I currently use in my business right now and in my day-to-day life. It's actually helped me to actually pull myself out of that negative slump that I was in because of the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs of the actual economy and the working market. Again, you know, a lot of what I'm going to be doing here is going to just be doing a week in review. So these videos aren't going to be nearly as long as they are right now, but in the future, I'm expecting just to be, again, just a week in review, and just kind of let you guys know what we're doing. The upcoming events for this week is actually I'm finishing a couple copies on some recipe books, and actually putting together. Those are a little bit more extensive as far as the process goes. The actual copy is finished. I just need to get illustrations done, and I'm going to be posting a series of cookbooks that were put together with Cheryl from Not Starving Let's Eat. She's the actual founder of Not Starving Let's Eat, and we actually brainstormed, put together several cookbooks that we felt were going to be very useful for. And we know you'll enjoy those. And right now, we're just coming up with illustrations and some of the finishing touches before we put those out. Next step is I plan on reviewing a couple other products this week and finishing up another book that really kind of entailed the travel to coming over here. Actually, those of you who know me, I'm actually from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I moved there late last year from Austin, Texas. And I really love the area, and a lot of the things that that area possesses. Actually, when I get back from this trip, I'm actually going to be actively looking to increase the social presence there in the local area to help local businesses to really brand their services online with the use of mobile websites and mobile app technology, and really using the Big Five BKM and offering marketing packages that will help businesses in the local area there, obviously in the Dallas Fort Worth area, to become um, really to have a better social presence and really make use of just outstanding, uh, technology, and just make use of my resources, because that's really my intent here, folks. Is I want to make sure that anything that I'm doing, I'm conveying a positive message, and that I'm trying to convey who it is that I am. A lot of times, I am basically doing reviews, and I'm telling you about products that I buy, and that might not be your passion. Your passion might be uh, something else, and you might need just a little bit of help on how to get there. Well, that's actually what ShareBeat is all about. That's actually what that my passion is. It's my passion. Really, I'm going to take a page out of Steve Jobs' book, and that's to make a dent in the universe, and and make sure that I can help as many people really tap into their dreams and become as fluid as possible, and financially abundant as possible. And this videos and these types of videos are my ways of doing that. Okay. Um, Again, this is a little bit longer, but again, it's just to really convey the message of who I am, what I stand for, and why I'm doing this. This is a little bit longer in nature with regard to how long this message is actually going to be, but it's really just to do a week in review, and really just again just convey a message. So again, for those of you that maybe know me from my books, or maybe you know me from some of my consulting services, thank you for the time, and thank you for sharing this few minutes with me. Again, I'm going to be doing these on a frequent basis, so you're going to see a lot more of my face. You're going to see still some of the actual reviews and everything like that, because I'm just a firm believer that for those of you who know me and know about the services that I actually provide, I mean, I'm a big, excuse me, a big fan of automation and automating certain parts of your business, and helping to really increase your just your branding, just who you are, what your business is, what you stand for, and hopefully you get that from this video. Again, my name is Lee Beattie. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I hope that you all know that these are going to be more frequent, and I want to make sure that I do my best to convey as many positive messages as possible, and really kind of share with um, what types of things I believe are beneficial to you and your business. So again, actually, like I said, I just published a book under ShareBeat, and you can find that on Amazon.com. Actually, I'm a big fan of exclusively um, publishing my books on KDP, because right now I'm actually doing a pretty in-depth case study with regard to uh, you know how well Amazon and KDP, the KDP network, will infuse money, and really provide you with an outlet to some of either your stories, whether your time, your effort, and if you're looking to publish books, this case study will be coming out soon. For those of you who are going to be looking for a little bit more active information, such as a webinar, or things like that, I will actually be putting on a Google Hangouts um, webinar very soon, and I'm going to be offering my own products and services as a result. So just be on the lookout for that. So again, folks, I've been doing this for over 6 years, and I've been one that has I started out and I grinded it out early on. Not having a clue what to do. I didn't know what a website really meant. I didn't know what FTP meant. I didn't know what on-page SEO or off-page SEO. I didn't know what backlinking was. I didn't know what the importance of article marketing or video or anything like that, and especially the social media presence. And I've still got a lot of websites that do very well, and you know, a lot of that has been trials and tribulations that I've actually had as a result of this business, but also the passion that I've had, not only to make money, but really, like I said, I just want to help people. I want to make sure that people do understand that, that I do realize that people like myself that are out there, there are people out there that have a lot of different services that they offer, and my services are no different. I mean, the only thing is I have a again I you know my store is a little different than most, and mine's really about passion and just wanting to help people um, break that vicious cycle of throwing their money away and burning their money up because they just don't know what they're doing. So again, I use video and this is a way that I'm doing it. This is a way of me just to communicate to you and kind of express who I am as a person. All right. So again, so we can review. This has gone on for 16 minutes or so, it seems, and I hope that you got something out of this. Kind of get to know who I am as a person, and hopefully you understand that there's going to be a lot more of these coming. And this week, I definitely, like I said, I mean, I recommend the products that I review because I purchased them myself and in my business. I use them in my business. So again, I'm not going to recommend anything that I personally don't use. So also, again, I finished that book, and it's for those of you who might be looking for. Like I said, there's some quick happiness tips, and it's the price of a cup of coffee. So and it's really meant to be a quick read, an in-depth read. For some, to some that might not mean much. To others, if you implement what the tips and the techniques in there, then it'll definitely help you out because they helped me out and they helped me to get to this point in my life. And I use each one of those tips every day. I become a much happier person. So for those of you um, who are struggling to kind of to really get to the next day, I wish you health, wealth, and happiness, and I certainly wish you all the love, peace of mind, and happiness that you can find in your life because you do deserve that. All right. Thank you so much, and remember, this is Lee Beattie. I'm with ShareBeat Marketers, LeeBeattie.com, just to name a few, and I really hope that you got something out of this. Again, I'll be talking to you next week as I do the weekend review, and you guys have a great day.